Hello, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So, Cancer, today we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energy. We're going to see how the both of you are currently viewing this relationship and how you guys feel about it and what actions you guys plan on taking each other's direction and are moving forward. So, with all that being said, Cancer, let's get started. How does Cancer currently view this relationship? So we do have the Page of Pentacles, we do have the Hangman, and then we also have the Queen of Cups. I actually like this energy. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Ace of Pentacles, so the Ten of Pentacles, and then we also have the Two of Wands. You know, this to me kind of feels like you're learning to get back to prioritizing yourself. And I almost want to say a bit. It just kind of looks like for a while you were prioritizing possibly a marriage, maybe even a relationship, and this could even imply, somebody that you went off and had a family with, got married to, things of that nature. But I feel like you were so like invested, into this person, into this marriage, or the family that you started with this person, that you started to kind of forget about yourself. You stopped doing the things that you enjoyed doing. You stopped just overall like prioritizing yourself because you're prioritizing other things, like your marriage with this person, your relationship with them, the family that you started with them, the home that you got with them, things of that nature. So we do kind of see you getting back to like prioritizing yourself to a certain extent. I am definitely getting that. Like when I say to a certain extent, what I mean by that is this: you're not completely forgetting the fact that this person exists. You're not you're not completely forgetting the fact that you're married to this person, or a relationship with them, or have a family with them. You're completely like, forgetting, about this person, everything that you built with this person. You're still prioritizing those things. Don't get me wrong. You still are, but you're starting to, learn, like, what, I do have to prioritize myself at times. I do need to, focus on this goal. I do need to focus on that goal. I do want to accomplish and achieve this. I do want to accomplish and achieve that, is basically what I'm getting. So we don't see you completely like disregarding, this person or anything like that. But what we do see you doing is getting back to, yes, focusing on you, and the things that you want to accomplish and achieve, for yourself, which is really, really nice to see. So there's that nice balance going on where you're taking time out for yourself to focus on you and the things that you want to accomplish and achieve for yourself, while also focusing on your marriage with this person, your relationship with this person, or the family that you started with this person. So there's that nice balance going on, which I love. How does this person currently view this relationship with Cancer? So we do have the Ace of Swords. We have the, well, why is this here? We have the Ace of Swords to the Five of Wands to the Eight of Wands. But they're like somewhat being indirect about it. I'm getting, well, I'm kind of getting jealousy and envy off of this person. It's weird because it's like, how do I explain them? Like, I don't know. Like, let's just say, for example, you know what I mean? Let's just say, for example, you want to, like, I don't know, like lose weight. Let's just say, for example, you want to lose weight, Cancer. So you decided, you know what, I'm going to like sign up and to some gym near me, and I'm going to start going. Let's just say, right? It's interesting because I feel like this person, it's like a part of them is supportive and a part of them is like, I just can't fucking stand the fact that like Cancer's going to the gym now. I just can't freaking stand it. I don't like it. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of hard to tell. Like, is this person like supportive of you, or are they not supportive of you? Because I'm getting like mixed emotions about it. It's like a part of them like, wants to like be supportive, of you and what you're trying to do with your life now. And then there's that other part of them that's like, oh, like, I don't like it. You know what I mean? But I'm happy for you, Cancer. But deep down inside, it's just, they're just like, I don't fucking like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Like, there's something that you're doing that they just don't like. That's what I'm getting. Like, I don't know. There's just something that you're doing that they don't necessarily like. Like, I don't know. Tell me more about the Five of Wands. Mm. 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 Mm-hmm. You know, here's the thing. When this person got with you, and there's another thing that I'm going to expose about this person in a second, but when this person, it appears to me that when this person got with you, um, they already kind of felt, mm, they already kind of felt threatened in the sense where they feel like they're not the only one that essentially wants you because you're physically attractive, because you do have a lot going for yourself, because you're very hardworking, career oriented. You know what I mean? Like they already felt fucking threatened as was. You know what I mean? When they got with you. And whatever this thing is that you're trying to do now with your life, they just kind of feel like it's going to make them feel even more freaking threatened than they already are. Um, is basically what I'm getting. Now, what I want to expose about this person is this is not that type of person that's going to ever say anything to blow your head up. That's another thing too. They're not that type of person that's going to sit here and blow your head up. Like they're not going to sit here and tell you like, I just worry a lot that like, somebody's going to try to take you away from me. Oh no, they're never going to. Oh no, no, no. They're never going to say something like that to you because they don't want to blow your head up. You know what I mean? Like they don't want to blow your head up. They're not going to sit here and tell you that, they don't like when the two of you are out and about and there's other people like checking you out. You know what I mean? Like they're not going to sit there and tell you that. You know what I mean? Because they're not trying to blow your head up. You know what I mean? So the fact that, like, let's just say hypothetically speaking, you're deciding, you know what, I'm going to go to the gym and, get toned or get fit or whatever the case may be. It's like they're trying to be supportive on the surface, but on the inside, it's like, oh my God, I just can't stand the fact that Cancer's going to the gym. Like, I just freaking can't stand it. It's like, why do they need to get fit? Like, why do they have to go to the gym? Like, why do they have to do all these things? Like, great, this is great. Like, this is great. Like, they already get attention as it is. And now it's like, now I'm gonna have to deal with them getting me more attention. It's just like, I just don't freaking like it. Like, it's just, but they're not gonna sit there and tell you that. They're not gonna sit there and tell you that. Like, no, they're not gonna sit there and tell you that. This is that type of person that doesn't like other people seeing them sweat, in other words. Like they already think you're all that in a bag of chips, and now you're trying to do something to furthermore amplify that in some way, shape, or form, whether it's going back to school, whether it's getting fit, whatever have you. And they don't like it. Sorry, they just don't like it, Cancer. They don't like it. They don't like it. They don't like it. How does Cancer feel? How does Cancer feel? We have the Four of Wands to the Six of Swords. And I'm also getting too that this person feels like now that you're deciding to go and do whatever this thing is that you're deciding to go off and do, whether it's go back to school, go to the gym, whatever have you, like they feel like things are going to drastically change between the two of you, especially with the Five of Wands, and number 5 speaks of change. This person feels like things are going to start to change between the two of you, or you're going to start to change and or switch up on them, but I don't see that happening. Like, let's just say that you are deciding to go back to school to further your education, to get that degree you've been dying to get. You know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like that's going to change the way that you are with them. You're going to stay the same. The only difference is that, well, now you got a degree now. You know what I mean? Or if this is like you deciding to go to the gym to like lose weight, get fit, whatever have you, I don't see you changing the way that you are with them. The only difference is that I guess you're going to be fit, and you're going to like reach, your weight goal. I mean, that's the only thing that's going to change, that's the only thing that's going to change, because I don't see you changing like the way that you are with them or the way that you are within this dynamic with them. Like, I don't see anything changing. I don't see anything changing. So, okay. We have the Seven of Cups. We got the Judgment card to the Six of Cups. I just feel like by you, because they're perceiving all of this as like, you're randomly deciding to do this all out of nowhere. So like, but why? Like, what's your reason behind it? Cancer. Like, that's what they're trying to essentially figure out. But that's the thing, right? Is that if they were to sit there and drill you and question you, that's going to make it seem like they're insecure. and they can't allow you to see them insecure. They can't allow you to see them sweat. So it's like they're trying to figure why you're doing all of this without just asking you straight up, or just telling you straight up, like, hey, like, Cancer, like, I don't know, dude, like, I just think it's kind of weird that all of a sudden, like, you want to start working out, like, all of a sudden, like, or you want to start to, like, go back to school, you know what I mean, to further your education all of a sudden, like, you know, I just kind of feel like this person's used to you being a particular type of way because you've been that particular type of way for quite some time now, is what I'm gathering off of the Six of Cups. In other words, let's just say that, you know, you've been working for this company you've been working for quite some time now. Now you're just like, you know what, like, I finally figured out what I want to do, and I'm going to go and pursue it, and I'm going to give it all that I got. You know what I mean? It's like their whole thing is, I just don't get it. Like, you've been working for this company this whole time. Like, why don't you just stay with this company? You've been with them this whole time. Why do you want to go back to school? Like, and then, like, switch careers, and, like, why are we doing this? Like, why? Like, they feel like they feel like the reasoning behind you changing has like something to do with something negative. Like, let's just say that, you know, you are like going back to school to further education to get like a degree. In their head, they might think, you're doing all of this so that way you can, you know, become successful and then turn around and leave me, because they feel like there's like a negative reasoning behind what you're doing here. Or let's just say that you're going to the gym to get fit. They feel like there's like a negative, like, you know, reasoning for all of this, you know, oh, you're just getting fit because, you know, you're probably getting fit because there's some fucking, you know, guy at your job that you're trying to impress, or some girl at your job that you're trying to impress, and that's why you're doing it. Like, they just feel like there's like a negative reasoning behind why you're doing what you're doing, and they're trying to get down to the bottom of it, but it's like they're trying to do it without drilling you or questioning you. If that makes any freaking sense. Because they don't want you to like see them like sweat. They don't want you to see that they're kind of feeling a little insecure right now. They don't want you to see that. Oh no, like, they don't want you to know that you have that type of effect on them. You know what I mean? But it's like they're just like, man, why are they doing this? Like, this is weird. Like, why do they want to like start working out all of a sudden? Like, why do they want to like lose weight all of a sudden? Why do they want to go to school all of a sudden? Why do they want to do this all of a sudden? Like, I don't get it. Like, why do they want to do all of this all of a sudden? Like, why can't they just go back to the way that they were? You know what I mean? Like, you know, why do they have to go back to school? Why do they have to do this? Why do they have to do that? Like, I am getting that. Okay. On the surface, this person portrays themselves to be somebody who's very, very confident, you know? I think that this person, because I'm getting that when this person initially got with you, they already felt threatened and insecure. But I feel like as time kind of went by, you know, they started to kind of like adjust and adapt, you know what I mean? So let's just say that when you guys would go out, like, other guys would check you out, or other girls would check you out, whatever the case may be. Well, you know, at first they're just like, oh, yo, I don't fucking like this shit. You know what I mean? But it's like over time they kind of got used to it. They're like, all right, cool. Like, it is what it is. Like, I'm not tripping anymore. You know what I mean? So they got used to it. They got accustomed to it. They're like, all right, whatever. You know, they're not as, you know, jealous, you know, as they once upon a time were, feeling, you know, extremely insecure like they once upon a time were. But now it's like and even then, you know, I feel like there's certain times where, like, let's say that there's like a guy checking you out, a girl checking you out, it still kind of to a certain extent bothers them and makes them uncomfortable. But they do a much better job at like hiding it and managing it, if that makes any sense. Well, I think that this person was always good at hiding it. It's kind of what I'm gathering. They were always good at hiding it, but it's just like the internal emotions that would stir up within them would just kind of like rattle them up and kind of work them up. But it kind of looks like they've done like a better job at like managing what's going on internally within them when it does happen, if that makes any freaking sense. But yeah, they've always been good at hiding it. It's just the emotions that they tend to essentially feel internally when like a guy would check you, or a girl would check you, or a guy will compliment you, or a girl will compliment you, you know, things of that nature. But it's like you're already all that in a bag of chips, and you're trying to do something that in their eyes they feel like would amplify that even more. And it's like they don't fucking like it. They don't like it. And I think that they don't like it because they don't know if they can handle it. They don't know if they can handle it, to be honest, They don't know if they can. Okay, what actions? Let's keep going. It's interesting because they come off as somebody who feels safe and secure within their relationship with you. They come off that way. It seems that way, but it doesn't look that way internally. Like, it doesn't. Like, the external doesn't match the internal here, is basically what I'm trying to say. Okay, so in regards to how you plan on moving forward with the Hierophant coming out here, the Hierophant speaks of commitment. I see you very committed to this, journey that you currently find yourself on. I am definitely getting that. And I feel like this journey that you're currently on, if you stay committed and disciplined, you're going to accomplish and achieve exactly what you want to essentially accomplish and achieve for yourself. However, we do have the Tower out here, and I feel like they play a massive role in why this Tower is showing up here for you. So let's look into that. Okay. Yeah. So the Tower basically can definitely represent like obstacles. So as you're on this journey towards trying to accomplish and achieve whatever it is that you're trying to essentially accomplish and achieve for yourself, I feel like this person's trying to like create obstacles in your way. Let's just say, hypothetically speaking, you're a female and this is a dude that we're talking about here that you're currently with, and you're trying to essentially lose weight. Well, this person might hit you with the, you know what? I've been thinking a lot. And I think that we should try for another one. Like, what do you say, Cancer? Like, why don't we try for another kid? Now, if you guys don't have kids or anything like that, like this person might say, you know what? I think it's time. I think it's time. You know what, Cancer? I don't know. It just feels right. I just think that it's time that we just start a family. You know what I mean? I think it's time. Like, what do you think? You know what I mean? What do you think, Cancer? You know what I mean? Meanwhile, you know what I mean? Here you are trying to lose, all this weight. You know what I mean? And they're trying to figure out a way to make you gain it all back. You know what I mean? Like, I just kind of see this person trying to like place, obstacles like in your path. Or let's just say that, you're trying to go back to school to further your education, to get that degree you've always wanted, This person might even go as far as to tell you, you know what? Listen, I've been wanting to have this conversation with you, Cancer, but I just figured now is the right time. I actually just got like a promotion, you know what I mean? And I'm going to start making some like really, really good money. So, technically, like, you wouldn't even have to like work or go to school. Like, you could just be at home, like you could just be at home, taking care of the kiddos, like, taking care of the house. Like, what do you think? Like, I think that'll be great. You could just be like stay-at-home mom and just forget about school. Like, I got this under control. Like, forget about it. Like, just don't worry about it. Just be home. You know what I mean? Be a housewife, Cancer. You know what I mean? Just stay home. Stay home. I got this because I just got this promotion. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna start making some money, and I think I think I can handle this all by myself. I don't need you to go to school, do nothing. Like, I think that this person's just gonna try to like create obstacles like that in your path. What actions? With the Three of Swords coming out here, it does, represent, heartache and stuff like that, but it also represents discomfort. This little journey you on, it's making them uncomfortable. And they see how fucking serious you are. They see how serious you are, how determined you are to continue to walk down this path. And it's making them uncomfortable. This whole you going to the gym, working out to get toned and fit, they see how serious you are. It's making them uncomfortable, Cancer. This whole you deciding to go back to school to further education to get that degree you've always wanted, they see how serious you are. It's making them very uncomfortable. And they don't like feeling uncomfortable. And they sure as hell don't like feeling threatened. So, yeah, they're going to like place like little obstacles in your way to try to stop you. Well, instead of you losing weight, Cancer, now I was thinking, like, I just think that, we should just try for another one, or, I just think that, it's time, for us to start a family, of our own, like they're going to try to do whatever they can to try to like stop you, because that's what they're trying to do ultimately, is stop you, because this journey that you're on, even though they don't show it on the surface, it's making them feel threatened. It's making them feel uncomfortable. And they don't like feeling threatened, and they don't like feeling uncomfortable. So they're trying to, in other words, put you back in your, it's like they're trying to put you back in this place that you were essentially in. Because this place that you were essentially in, it made them feel comfortable. Made them feel comfortable. It made them feel comfortable. Initially, at first, when they got with you, they were very uncomfortable. Well, I don't want to say the word uncomfortable. I want to say threatened, to be honest. But I feel like when a person feels threatened, they kind of feel uncomfortable too. So I mean, I guess it's the same freaking thing. Now that I think about it, don't listen, don't pay me any mind. But whatever. Basically, I think that when they got with you, they felt this way about you, and they might even find themselves feeling this way about you from time to time, as far as like feeling like threatened and things of that nature. It's not, I mean, how do I explain like what's going on with them? They are worried about you, like switching up on them, but they're more worried about other people. They're more worried about other people. So when this person got with you, it's like, yeah, they were kind of worried about you, but they were more concerned about other people, And it's like, now that you're on this journey that you're on, it's like, they're worried about you switching up on them, but they're more concerned about other people. You know what I mean? Is basically what I'm getting. So, prepare for this, because this person's going to try to like stop you in any way that they can. I just don't see them being successful at it. Okay. So that's what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated, and I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.